Hello, welcome to Switzerland for the 12th and final round of the 2013 European Rally Championship, the Rallye International du Valais. Yeah, picturesque setting between the towns of Sion and Martigny, close to Lake Geneva and the Alps. A classic indeed. And indeed the biggest event in Swiss motorsport calendar. The rally, a mixture of fast-flowing stages, narrow and twisty sections. It's tough. Jan Kopecky not here. Brian Bouffier likewise. Craig Breen with a great chance to move up to second place behind our already declared champion, Kopecky. So what about Craig? What's he got to say for himself?
With Greg Breen in the wonderful scenery of the Rallye du Valais. Greg, what does this rally look like?
It's really, really beautiful. I've been to some amazing countries, amazing places this year on my tour of the European Championship. But I think this is the most beautiful and most scenic rally I've ever seen in all my life. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. Very, very challenging stages. For the moment, nice weather. It looks like some challenging weather coming during the course of the weekend. So really, really great rally in store this weekend.
And indeed, a great deal at stake. It's a glorious part of the world, this, as you've just heard. Sizable portion of gravel each day to really test the crews as we approach winter and the mountains. There's even a danger of snow and ice at times. Craig Breen, first time in Valais. We're fighting for second in the championship, trying to jump ahead of Brian Bouffier in those final standings. This is Espeka Lappi trying to do for Skoda what they've never done before here and take a victory. Impressed with second place in San Remo, of course.
It was really, really important for my, for my self-confidence, also for the team, but especially for me, to get back, with a good result. And now we won in China also, so I hope we can do a good result also here and end the season in a good way.
Yes, the last 8-peat RC round going to him. Grégoire Hotz is here, the new Swiss champion. Won this event in 2009. He's a local weather forecaster. Well, the weather can change. We're in the mountains. The weather can change from one valley to another, and that makes it quite complicated. Can there be snow? Absolutely. Watch out for Saturday. Andreas Einer, crowned European production car champion after San Remo, will be testing the new Yokohama tyres, which are used for the first time there. It's a new tread pattern. Well, conditions are completely different over here. Lower temperatures, a lot of mud and dirt on the road. And as we saw during the shakedown, we're going to test those tyres in these new conditions. And this is what they are dealing with. Well, with snow already coating the mountain tops surrounding the host town of Martigny, it's easy to see why this region is popular, with tourists and skiers alike, as well as the rallying community. Not far from the borders with France and Italy to the south, the region has Roman heritage from the 11th century and sits in the glacial Rhone Valley in the shadow of the Matterhorn. Look up the white spider one day, why don't you? This is what we're dealing with. Starts at altitude of 1,100 meters, highest points 1,800 meters. It's going to be tough. Heading for the opening stage of the Rallye du Valais 2013. Clear sunshine, 15 Celsius, but some of the stage sections still damp from earlier rain. Short leg one, just 3 stages, totaling 30.8 kilometers. A lot at stake then. Breen and Van Est underway. Well, some big bumps out there, and from 9 kilometers out, the surface changing again into a downhill section, and some deep cuts need to be taken. Craig Breen first on the road, quickest as well, 7 minutes 26.1. Slippery, he said, much more than expected, even in the dry sections. Andreas Einer then. There's new pattern Yokohamas being tested on all surfaces. Used them in San Remo, as we mentioned. The sunshine, well, giving a lie, I think, to the difficulty of this rally, at least for now. The Subaru Impreza R4 looking good. Second on the road, the time 7 minutes 30.4. Said at the end it was like driving on ice. Very, very slippery. But he was going extraordinarily quick for a Group N car. Fifth on the road, Jeremy Alcien. Frenchman on board a Peugeot 207 S2000. His time, 7 minutes 26.1. Had a moment out there. Picked up an awful lot of mud by the end. Joint quickest though. Road dry, but absolutely no grip was his report. Didn't seem comfortable. Good time though. Gregoire Hotz, the Swiss, local knowledge to the fore. 10th on the road. Said it was slippy out there, but extraordinarily pretty. Sort of doing it for the locals, I think. 7 minutes 40.9, and 4th quickest for Gregoire. Well, the autumnal sunshine here absolutely lighting everything up. Some of the performances were quite stunning. Esabeki Lappi out for a big one. Yes, Jana Fem alongside. Skoda never having won this rally, despite its long-standing relationship and indeed being to the fore of many when it comes to rallying, but almost off the mountain. He said full spin in the middle of the stage for Lappi. It wasn't great. 7 minutes 44.4. And yeah, by the end of the stage, he had one of the dirtiest looking vehicles. Only 9th overall. Just trying to grab it, I think. Well, the start of stage 2 on Zere, 12.96 kilometres, just after 3:15 in the afternoon local time. Again, an uphill section with the highest point 1,400 metres above sea level. Start section narrow with hairpins after 3 Ks and quick left junction. Difficult out there, slippy of course, as you already know, whether dry or wet, but plenty of hairpins to test them out. Craig Breen, along with several other drivers, including Alcien, delayed by traffic getting here. So started to the stage late, incurred penalties, they were wiped. It was all silliness, really. Quickest time, 8 minutes and 54. Breen absolutely on a charge. Damp under the trees, but a big impact right near the start, but no puncture, so kind of got away with it. Low sun causing problems for some, as you can see. Jeremy Alcien out there. Yeah, hard to get your vision when it absolutely glares at you. If you screened it out, the sun is so low, you'd have no vision at all. 8 minutes 59.3 for Alcien, second quickest. Fast, slippery, and he said fun. And he was having it. Andreas Anja, the Austrian in the Subaru Impreza R4. Yes, again, complaints about the dampness underneath the trees. When the sun's this low and the mountain's this high, you get large shadowing areas, and it just doesn't evaporate. The dampness, that is, from the night time. And so a lot of grip changes out there. 9 minutes 02.1, fourth quickest. Lappi on a mission, trying to make amends, I think. So keeping it a bit tidier. Skoda clearly sort of had a word and said, look, just wick it down a little bit. Very good stage though, no problems. Fast, but with caution. 9 minutes 01.1, third quickest overall, and that's more like it. Olivier Bury, now he is Mr. Valais. He's had a number of wins here and is apparently the most comfortable man. However, his phrase at the end of this stage was slippy all over. Maybe he was talking about perspiration under stress, I'm not sure, but the Ford Fiesta RRC looking good. Yeah, he said it was difficult with very little feeling of the car. I think he sets himself some very, very high standards. Look at that. Stage 3, short stage, several laps of a military complex. Stones, all kinds of problems. Great care needs to be taken. Craig Breen doing exactly that. Slippy, muddy, nasty. 6th fastest time only.
To be honest, I was a little bit nervous in the first stage. It was very, very fast. To be honest, there was lots of barriers, and you know, the first corner of the stage had a barrier that was just very similar to what happened to me, and it sort of upset me a little bit for the rest of the stage. But the second one was okay, and I'm very happy that I've not taken the wheel off it in there, because you can do it very easy. So.
Jaroslav Orsak. Well, he's on board the Skoda Fabia S2000. It's the car he drove, incidentally, in Monte Carlo in '09. He's been a front runner in the production car cup this season, and so he's got his hands back on a good piece of machinery, and still learning how to drive the car, essentially. 5:57.2, second overall, though, nonetheless. Esa-Pekka Lappi, well, he also joined us on this military complex. Slippery, he said, of course. Same deal all day. 5 minutes 48.8. But a stage win, and the fastest time by nearly 10 seconds. Shows you what the Finns can do, eh, when it's a bit unstable.
Nah, not so bad. Especially this was really fun, you know. Big slides all the time, and okay, some 2 corners are so unbelievable slippery, but okay.
More than okay. 10 seconds to the good of anybody. Andreas Anja in the Subaru Impreza. Good stage. 5 minutes 58.1. Third quickest time on this one. It's grisly, isn't it? He was happy then.
This stage is really nice. There are many spectators out there. It's really slippery still from the shakedown in the opposite direction. So not easy, but it's good fun.
Well, all not good for rally leader Craig Green, I'm afraid, and teammate Jeremy Ancial. Mistake in timekeeping meant both crews trying to reclaim their position in the road order after their delay starting stage 2. Checked in stage 3 too early. 2-minute time penalty for Breen, 3 minutes for Ancial. Sees them plummet down the leaderboard to 16th and 28th. Timekeeping, you see it. Swiss are good at this. Clocks, watches, that kind of thing, but I don't know, some cuckoos, obviously. Anja then, leading ahead of Lappi, Burri, Grosjean and Hodds. Shame for Breen. Whether that's going to be appealed, we'll see. I don't think there's much wriggle room. So that was leg 1. Join us tomorrow in Switzerland for a full day's ERC action from the Rallye International du Valais. I'm Carlton Kirby. Thanks for your company. See you tomorrow.